As Errol said, this is a terrific occasion. It is both a celebration of the NAE's 60th anniversary and a celebration of the remarkable contributions that engineers in this year's class have made in research, innovation, manufacturing, education, the creation of novel technologies, and the designing solutions to real-world problems. Being inducted into the National Academy of Engineering is one of the highest honors afforded an engineer. I think you know how competitive this process is. The citation in the induction book show you the breadth and depth of engineering as well as the achievements of this year's individuals in this year's class. It is very impressive. But election to the NAE is more than just an honor. It is a commitment to service. Now, for a final look back at the NAE's 60 years, we'll see the role our members play in creating a better world.
The more than 2,700 members of the National Academy of Engineering represent the best and the brightest, distinguishing themselves in business, academia, and government, and contributing to the most awe-inspiring achievements of our century. Election to the NAE is one of the highest professional honors accorded an engineer, but it comes with a duty. The mission of the NAE remains as steadfast today as it did in years past: to advance the welfare and prosperity of the nation by providing expert engineering leadership to create a healthy, secure, and sustainable world; to promote a vibrant engineering profession through programs and activities like the Granger Foundation Frontiers of Engineering, supporting early career engineers; Engineer Girl, inspiring young women to pursue a career in engineering; and the NAE's Diversity Dialogues podcast, empowering innovation by effectively including diverse voices; to improve public appreciation of engineering by celebrating outstanding achievements and recognizing individuals making a positive impact on society; and to engage in outreach efforts that advance public understanding of engineering and showcase the crucial role engineers serve in our society. As the world's needs change, the NAE stands ready to address that change, cultivating responsible and ethical engineers and assembling a more diverse engineering profession. The National Academy of Engineering. Leadership in a world of accelerating change.
I will tell you, going off script here just for a few moments, I've worked with several of you throughout our careers on things funded by the government. I will tell you that you would not have the programs that you have today or have had in the recent past if it were not that they were founded by advice given to the government by the national academies. Very important impact on all of our lives. Okay, back on script for our teleprompter, folks. Leadership. That's the central theme throughout the history of the NAE. And leadership is the guiding theme for the next 60 years as well and beyond. Engineering improves the human condition, and that is the message we are consistently trying to convey to the public. For example, this afternoon's special lecture on engineering and society focuses on the transformative contributions of engineers and inventors with disabilities and how innovations initially designed for people with disabilities have led to widespread societal benefits. And tomorrow's plenary session and technical forum will address supply chains and the need to reimagine them to ensure national resilience. All of these require ingenuity, inventiveness, and engineering. We are extremely proud of our new members, and we're also proud of our long-serving members as well. At the back of the induction book, you will find the names of individuals who are celebrating a significant membership anniversary. We are fortunate to have several of these individuals here with us today. Allow me to present this list class by class, and at the end, I will ask all members of the celebrating classes to stand so that we can properly acknowledge you. Please hold your applause until they're all standing and we congratulate them robustly all at once. The following individuals are celebrating a significant membership anniversary. Please stay seated again until the end until I ask you to stand. Class of 1969, celebrating 55 years. Class of 1974, celebrating 50 years. Class of 1979, celebrating 45 years. Class of 1984, celebrating 40 years. Class of 1989, celebrating 35 years. Class of 1993, celebrating 30 years. Class of 1999, celebrating 25 years. Now, will all our anniversary members who are in attendance please stand? We'd like to thank you. Please be seated. As a new member or international member, one of the things that you will receive is a blue rosette, like the upper one here in my, which I'm sure your eyes are all good enough to see, but see there. You'll have your own very shortly. They have been given to newly elected NAE members and international members since the late 1970s. Let me share with you a thumbnail sketch of the history of the NAE Blue Rosette. It is based on the design of the French Legion of Honor medal established to honor military service in France. It is an appropriate model for us given that the roots of engineering in the U.S. can be traced back to the influence of the French military engineers in the late 18th century, which led to the founding of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. And it is further evidenced by the French contribution to the victory at Yorktown, which led to the end of the Revolutionary War. The rosette has grown over time to be emblematic of membership in any select group, and you certainly are a select group. I will tell you that many of you will have the chance to serve on a peer committee that runs the selection process. And when you do, you will scratch your head and say, wow, I wonder how I ever got elected. But now, to the official induction of new members and international members. For all of those of you who attend this meeting, you know we make great efforts to introduce people by pronouncing their names. That's me. Thank you to so many of you for leaving voicemails, emails, and audio files with your pronunciations. No one will be introduced by their phone number. That does not mean that I won't make a mistake or two, and given my American accent, but please extend me a little bit of grace. I am going to read the name and election citation. Your affiliations and titles will appear in the screen. You will each come to the stage, receive your rosette and diploma in the middle with Errol and John. When you are finished, proceed across the stage to my right to sign the membership rolls. Both Nadine Aubrey for international members and Howie Rosen for our regular members have the appropriate book and will make sure that you sign on the proper page. Remember to sign the rolls before you exit the stage. Our staff will make sure that you line up in alphabetical order. We know that your engineers are better at numbers and letters, but that's okay. But for right now, please remove your badge. We don't want it to cast a glare when we take the photos, right? And when we call your name, you will come up from the stairs here on the left, pass in front of the podium to John and Errol, and from there over to Howie and to Nadine for signing the appropriate membership book. We'll only announce the names of individuals who have confirmed their attendance. Of course, there may be some who couldn't make it at the last minute, and we'll try to deal with that as we move along. Please hold your applause until we've inducted the class. I'd now like to invite Howie Rosen, Nadine Aubrey, Errol Davis, and John Anderson to the stage. So the staff will gather you up row by row, put you in line over here along the left-hand side. Make sure you're in alphabetical order, right? And we'll proceed chunk by chunk by chunk until we actually proceed through all the class, starting with the U.S. members first. Okay, let's start. Nancy Lynn Albritton for innovation and commercialization of single-cell analytical and get-on-chip technologies for drug screening and for engineering education. Martha C. Anderson, for application of thermal satellite remote sensing in hydrology. Christian L. Bellotti, for delivery of energy-efficient data centers and metrics to characterize their power utilization efficiency. Glenn R. Bell, for creativity in building design, advancing forensic engineering, and innovation in engineering education. Irene J. Bayerlein, for methodologies predicting the mechanics of complex engineering materials to improve their stability and strength. Alexandria B. Boehm, for advances to protect public health from environmentally transmitted infectious disease. Shalindra V. Bordebaker, for leadership in the pharmaceutical industry, developing life-saving medicines, influence regulations, and advocating for women in engineering. John Brophy, for technical leadership in development and flight implementation of electric propulsion in spacecraft systems. Jacopo Bongiorno, for nuclear reactor safety, advanced nuclear power development, and community outreach. Shaula Burke, for technology and leadership in remote sensing techniques and systems for ballistic missile defense and space systems. Pascal Karayan, for application of human factors engineering to healthcare systems to improve patient safety. Babu Reddy Chalamala, for advancement of battery storage systems. Surajit Jodahori, Jingong Chen, for discovering new catalyst and synchrotron techniques for catalytic and electrocatalytic mechanisms under reaction conditions. Zhangxing John Chen, for modeling and simulation techniques for the recovery of hydrocarbon resources. Noel Thomas Clemens, for laser-based measurements to understand and control high-speed reactive and non-reactive flows. Theodore Colbert III, for engineering leadership in advanced commercial and military air and space platforms. Antonio J. Conejo, for power systems planning and electricity markets. Rory A. Cooper, for wheelchair innovations that transformed the health, mobility, and inclusion of people with disabilities and older adults. Jean Sui, for innovation of new medicines to fight cancers and solve urgent medical needs. Ruth S. DeFries, for elucidating anthropogenic land-use changes, impacts on environmental sustainability, and for providing science for policy decisions. Tejal A. Desai, for nanofabricated materials to control biologics delivery and leadership in the fields of nanotechnology and regenerative medicine. Dariush D. Divsalar, for theory and practice of channel codes that impact deep space communications. Elaine J. Dorward King, for promoting safety, biodiversity, sustainability, health, and environmental responsibility in the mining industry. Carolyn Duran, for holistic materials innovations in semiconductor manufacturing. Donald O. Dusenberry, for national structural design load standards and the standards covering blast, fire, and progressive collapse. Shanwei Fawn, for showing that the coldness of space relative to Earth can be a major energy source for humankind. Bruce B. Fardenish, for flexible operation and control of large-scale power systems. Gerhard Paul Fettweiss, for wireless network innovations and entrepreneurship. Catherine E. Wolfgram French, for design, safety, and construction of structural concrete buildings and bridges. Rong Fu, for methodologies that use the satellite remote sensing to characterize and predict precipitation over land. Salvador Garcia Munoz, for modeling and data analysis for development of manufacturing processes for pharmaceutical products. James E. Gebhardt, for transforming mineral processing operations with online measurements, electrochemical sulfide flotation, and hydrometallurgical models. Dario Gil, for advancement and practical use of artificial intelligence and quantum computing in industry and society. James R. Gosler, for national leadership in cyber and information security. Martha R. Grabowski, for engineering information systems that promote transportation safety and for national leadership in marine transportation policy. Patrick Gruber, for renewable resource-based chemicals, plastics, and fuels, demonstrated by scalable, economically viable processes. John M. Guerra, for inventing and commercializing nano-optics to advance super-resolution microscopy and produce hydrogen directly with sunlight. Carlos Ernesto Gestrin, for scalable systems and algorithms enabling the broad application of machine learning in science and industry. Ashraf Habibullah, for structural engineering software for use by engineers globally and for advocacy of the engineering profession. Karuba S. Heron, for high-power density electric and superconducting machinery technology and innovations in aircraft electric propulsion. Peter Hart, for pattern classification, information theory, computer vision, and robotics. Dennis Wayne Haneke, for applying probabilistic risk assessment to enhance nuclear reactor safety. Mark Hersom, for the synthesis, purification, functionalization, and application of low-dimensional nanoelectric materials. Vicki Ann Holub, for leadership in energy company management and advocating for carbon management solutions. Arpad Horvath, for environmental life cycle assessment of infrastructure systems. Charles Johnson Bay, for development of engineering innovations in support of national security. Farhad Khosravi, for revolutionary ophthalmic, cardiovascular, and neurovascular interventions. Rob Knight, for understanding microbiomes and their application to healthcare and sustainability. Sonia M. Kreidenweiss, for elucidating the impact of aerosols on climate and linking chemical composition and cloud formation capacity. Qimei Lau, for photonics and electronics based on 3-5 semiconductors on silicon. Eugene Lovretsky, for application of optimal and adaptive control theory to commercial and military aircraft systems. Chunhong Li, for electronic materials for the manufacturing of integrated circuit products. Chun-King Liu, for polymer and membrane innovations for cost-effective natural gas and green hydrogen production and use. R.J. Ray Liu, for signal processing for wireless sensing with communications. Brett Lazundia, for seismic design through applied research, innovative practice, earthquake reconnaissance, and building code development. Timothy Patrick Lodge, for contributions to the understanding of dynamic properties of multi-component polymers and self-assembled structures. Michael K. Luce, for the planning, execution, and operation of worldwide capital assess programs to serve national security. Gargi Maheshwari, for industrial bioprocessing leading to licensure of biologics and vaccines for human health. Pamela Gail Marone, for sustainable bioproduction products for agriculture and the environment. Dwayne K. Miller, for design, fabrication, and performance of welded structural steel connections and for contributions to welding education. Nicholas W. Miller, for reliable integration of wind and solar plants into electric power systems. Paul Christopher Damian Milley, for advances in the understanding of global and continental hydrology and their interactions with a changing climate. Patricia L. Mokhtarian, for improved transportation systems planning and practice through quantifying human behavior. George Michael Morris for nanophotonic optical filters, super resolution imaging, laser metrology, and optical storage. P. Ponderang Nyack for web search ranking technology. Tina Nenoff for translating fundamental understanding of nanoporous materials into applications with societal and national security impact. Melissa E. Orm for industrialization of additive manufacturing for aerospace applications and research advancing 3D printing. Yumit Ozkan for research in electrocatalysis and elucidation of mechanisms for oxidation catalysis. Secharaman Panchanathan for multimedia computing for assistive and rehabilitative applications and for leadership at the institutional and national levels. George J. Pappas for analysis, synthesis, and control of safety-critical cyber-physical systems. Seth Perlman for ground improvement technologies, geostructural design, and geotechnical construction techniques. Larry F. Pellet for engineering development, transition, and operation of airborne system technologies for national security. Ravi S. Prosher for development of thermal management technologies for microelectronics and the decarbonization of thermal energy systems. Robert K. Burdam for mass manufacture of SARS-CoV-2 vaccines and other applications to improve human health. Peter Papalakis for digital signal processing for test and measurement instruments. Jeffrey J. Puschel for development of optical, multispectral, and hyperspectral space-based remote sensing systems for Earth observation. Gamal Raifi Ahmed for development of thermomechanical technologies for the thermal management of microelectronics. Maureen Teresa Fahey Reitman for understanding the selection, performance, and durability of polymeric materials in consumer, medical, and industrial applications. John Michael Richardson, for leadership in nuclear power and submarine engineering advances and national security. Susan D. Richardson, for methods to measure disinfection byproducts and other contaminants in water and advancing their use in treatment and risk assessment. Jorge J. Roca, for soft X-ray lasers and their application to photolithography, microscopy, and chemical analysis. Tahir Sahif, for characterizing mechanical properties of materials at small scales with applications in material science and biology. Christine E. Schmidt, for biomaterials and tissue engineering for neural regeneration and improved wound healing, and for leadership in diversifying bioengineering. Jill Seberg, for materials and coating processes that enable efficient and sustainable aircraft production, performance, and safety. David Scott Scholl, for addressing large-scale chemical separation challenges, including carbon dioxide capture using quantitative materials modeling. Raj N. Singh, for the science and technology of manufacturing fiber-reinforced ceramic matrix composites, leading to their applications and commercialization. Maitan Sitti, for bio-inspired adhesives and small-scale mobile robotics. Matthias Stefan, for quantum computing systems, from demonstration of Shor's algorithm to the first deployment of publicly available quantum computers. Jonathan P. Stewart, for improved understanding of soil structure interaction, earthquake ground motions, site response, and soil liquefaction. Jose E. Tabora Sierra, for pharmaceutical process development through innovations in modeling, design of experiments, and data analysis. Charles A. Taylor, Jr., for patient-specific computer modeling of blood flow and the non-invasive diagnosis of heart disease. Christina Thomas, for innovation, commercialization, and leadership in using polymeric materials for energy savings and traffic safety and to ensure worker well-being. Dawn M. Tilbury, for advances in manufacturing network control and human-robot interaction and for engineering leadership. Hei Keong C. Timken for environmentally friendly processes for producing hydrocarbon fuels. James Mitchell Tour for synthesis, fabrication, properties, applications, and commercialization of novel forms of carbon and their composites and derivatives. Sven Treidel has passed away. Leon Thompson will receive his diploma for the foundations of digital seismic exploration, for developing its applications, and for inspiring 3 generations of geoscientists. Bruce J. Tromberg for U.S. diagnostics innovation initiatives resulting in advanced SARS-CoV-2 testing capacity and performance. Steve Weiner for development and fielding of advanced high-speed VTOL aircraft. Scott Willoughby for engineering leadership enabling the deployment of the James Webb Space Telescope. Jeanette M. Wing for formulation and advocacy of computational thinking and for contributions to formal methods and trustworthy computing. Jack Harriman Winters for communications and signal processing techniques for multi-antenna wireless networks. Daniel Christopher Werledge for development of magnetic random access memory materials, devices, and technologies. Stephen J. Wright for theory and design of optimization algorithms and their application in signal processing and machine learning. Tien Y. Wu for sustainable electronics manufacturing and advancements in high-volume production of semiconductor packaging. Jiang Cedric Shia for advanced forming technologies in automotive and electronic products. Carolyn Malcanyon Iliataho for development of personal safety products, including for N95 respirators used during the pandemic. Howard Allen Zebker for developing radar interferometry for spaceborne sensors that measure meter-scale topography and millimeter-scale surface deformation. And now on to the class of 2024 international members. Marco Amabili for dynamic analyses and fluid structure interaction studies of composite plates and shells. Stefan Bonsell for development and manufacturing of pharmaceutical products, including the COVID-19 vaccine. Pierre Bonar for control and protection technologies and structuring of electricity markets. Wanjan Choi for solar-based photoelectrocatalysis for water and air treatment. Juan Carlos de la Hierra for contributions to seismic isolation and energy dissipation for improved earthquake performance and safety. Alberto Guadagnini for advances in stochastic hydrogeology and containment transport in subsurface aquifers, leading to improved water supply and quality. Yi-Dung Wan for photonic sources and imagers and their translation to industry. Tagwan Heyoon for scalable synthesis of precisely controlled nanoparticles and design of inorganic nanobiomaterials. Tanya Mary Monroe for contributions to optics engineering and advancing Australian national security. Daniel A. Nolesko for advancing wastewater treatment technologies and adapting treatment processes for climate change. Konstantinos Panelidis for process modeling and optimization and for pioneering modeling software. T. Pradeep for contributions to cluster chemistry and the discovery and implementation of affordable drinking water solutions. Yvonne Rogers for advancing human-centered computing through technical innovations and worldwide education. Vera Silva for grid integration of renewable energy. Yupen Su for development of aerospace propulsion and vehicle technologies for missiles and rockets. Congratulations to the class of 2024.